father of three. Please welcome Mario Estrada.
Thank you, Marie.
And Mario, what is the title of your speech again?
Estrada Surprise.
What?
Estrada Surprise. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. How are you? Estrada Surprise. You wonder, what is the meaning behind that? Well, I will tell you. It's been nearly a year ago. It'll be actually a year ago at the end of November that we found out that we were going to be parents for the third time. Now, for those of you that don't know me very well, I have two girls. One is 19 and the other one is 14. So this one was really a surprise. Now, we hesitated in sharing the information to several people, including our own family, because we didn't really know the health and well-being. And it really wasn't until we knew that everything was fine that we decided to share this information first with my two daughters. Now, I will focus the Estrada Surprise on two things. The first is how we told our daughters, and the second is the experience of welcoming Lucia. That's our daughter's name. Now, if I take you back to December, this was an interesting time because we had found out everything was viable, healthy, and wonderful. And we hesitated mainly because we didn't know how true this was, and sure enough, everything was fine. So we decided, you know what, let's take the girls out to a movie. Let's have fun. So we took them. I actually was traveling, and I came back that day. They picked me up from Ontario Airport, and we went to the movies, and we went to see Mary Poppins. Everybody loves Mary Poppins, even the second one. And then we decided everybody was happy, in a great mood, went to have dinner, and we decided to tell them that. Now, my 19-year-old, when we told her that they're going to be big sisters, my middle one now, her mouth was wide open. Flies could come in and out, and it was beautiful. My older one was, I don't know if she was more excited than we were, but she really was. She was really excited. It's like, oh my gosh, that's really amazing. And my middle one, the first thing that she says to me, she says, where's she going to sleep? In fear that this baby is going to take over her room and now she's going to get kicked out. No, don't worry about that. And everything was pretty good, but that was how we told them. We told them it was actually in December, by the time that we were able to tell them that everything was going fine. So they went with us to an ultrasound, a 3D ultrasound, and they actually got to see and got to hear the heartbeat and all these things. It was really pretty cool. Now, fast forward several months, and this is June time frame, and I had been corresponding with a cousin of mine that I hadn't seen in several years, actually. My family had not seen her. In fact, my wife, of over 20 years, had never met my cousin. It just so happened that her husband was here on business visiting the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. And so the family came, and we were having dinner. Now, I noticed a couple of things about my wife. I've known her long enough where I knew that something was up. I kept seeing her look at her phone, and I noticed that she was twitching and nervous and all that. I thought, okay, something is up. Of course, this is in the evening. It's actually on a Thursday night, and I didn't see her for a little bit. So I thought, well, that's very odd. We have family here, my parents are here, everybody's having dinner, and she leaves. Well, I noticed that my older daughter went with her. I thought, okay, what happened? They both come downstairs, open the sliding glass door, and there, both of them are carrying bags. And she looks at me and says, it's time. Now, this is 9 p.m.
Oh
in the
my
evening.
gosh.
My cousin's here with the family. Of course, they learned about the coming of Lucia when they saw us. It was a complete surprise. I stood in complete shock. And that's probably the first time as a Toastmaster that I've been speechless. Truly speechless. So we decided, well, I guess let's go. My cousins stayed behind with my parents, and we said, okay, sorry, we have to go. We went to the hospital. my now middle daughter, she went with us as well. So I had both girls with us, and we went to the hospital and checked in, and we thought, okay, there's enough time for an epidural. With my middle daughter, we had 30 minutes. So count them, 30 minutes between the time that hard labor hit and hospital. Not so with Lucia, thank goodness. Took a few hours. Girls had movies with them, they had books, and they were just lounging. And then, of course, prime time hit, and you will be shocked, but they were in the delivery room. Now, granted, there are screen doors and things so that they don't see all the different things that go on in the delivery room, but they actually were there. And hearing the doctor speaking to my wife and telling me what to do, because needless to say, I was pretty speechless. I didn't know what to do. Now, I will tell you, and I don't remember this with the other girls, but it was really interesting to have them there because I could hear them talk, and they're, oh, I can hear mom, oh my gosh. You know, they could hear her yelling and saying different things, and, you know, nothing scary, but it was still very interesting. And one of the things that I would challenge you to think about is, and I don't know if any of you are spiritual or religious, and it really doesn't matter. However, regardless of what that may be, you truly do not have the experience of God until you hold a child. The moment that you hold that child is special. And the reason I say that, and again, regardless of religious belief or any type of inclination, because you realize that that person needs you. Without you, they're dead, right? So we got to hold her. And the crazy thing is, in today's world, it used to be they would clean them up right away and take them away and then bring them back. Not like that anymore. You know what they do now? They actually, just as they come out, and you're holding them. Yes, and it is truly, it's amazing. It's really kind of crazy. And my daughters got around, and they got to hold her just like that. Obviously, they were in a blanket and all that, and they got to hold her, they got to see her. And yeah, they were in awe. And the reason I say that is one of those magical moments that I don't know if they'll ever forget. So I'm pretty sure that they'll never forget how this young lady changed their lives. Now, as I conclude, what I will tell you is that I was scared as all could be. At the very beginning, before I told the girls, I even asked a parish priest that was visiting, what do I do? I am too old. I may be flouted by others. I may have all these different emotions. And he laughed at me. Actually, he put his arm around me and laughed at me. And he said, well, where are your children? I said, well, it's that one and that one. He said, you'll be fine. You guys are pros. She will keep you young. Now, I don't know if that's all true, but what I will tell you is this little surprise has been a true gift. Thank you.